I enrolled in ethics INFO-I453, I believed that the class would teach me only what is right and wrong, but little did I know that people think differently when it comes to their ethical position because of ethical frameworks and personal backgrounds. Early on in the class for an assignment, we were given a list of values and were told to narrow down that list to 5 values that we felt were most important to us. The 5 values that I initially picked off of this list consisted of loyalty, knowledge, professionalism, health, and advancement. Next, we were tasked with narrowing the values down to only 3, leaving me with the values loyalty, knowledge, and health. One core value I strive to uphold that I did not include in this assignment is caring. These values were instilled in me by my parents in little conversations and lessons growing up. For example, my mother always told me growing up to respect the golden rule, which means treating others the way you would like to be treated. The golden rule is a form of virtue ethics, an ethical theory derived from good actions that embody virtuous characteristics in an individual. My mother often told me this because as a young child I was sometimes disrespectful to my parents and would tend to use a negative tone when conversing with them. Over time, I adopted the golden rule and evolved into a better person, being more aware of my tone when talking to others, which was a key moment of personal growth in my life in reference to my ethical position. In a time where people can say whatever they want on the internet without any consequences for their actions, I try to apply the golden rule to all my posts in an effort to not insult or offend anybody. Some of the aforementioned values were instilled in me during my time playing soccer growing up, like loyalty and health. Being on a sports team, it is essential to trust and to respect your teammates. This is critical in order to be the best team possible to reach the team's end goal of winning. When it came to practice, there were times where I didn't want to attend, but my dad made sure I was always at practice to grow as a player and to show my teammates that I truly cared for the team, because my father always taught me that loyalty is earned and not given. This was the start for my value of loyalty because I was loyal to my teammates and coaches, and I personally would be upset when others didn't attend for various reasons. Another moment where I learned a valuable lesson on loyalty is when I received a red card in a game my senior year for talking back to a referee. I was suspended for the next 2 games of the season, the second one being our first game of the sectionals tournament against the best team in the state. While watching from the sidelines, I saw my team fight to the end in a heart-crushing defeat, which hurt myself and the team. The team was upset at me because they knew I would have been valuable in that game, which ended up being our last game together in high school. This moment goes to show that every little moment determines your loyalty to somebody else, and one lapse of concentration can tarnish your loyalty towards somebody else. When looking at the ethical framework that best describes myself and how I got there, I can say that my personal values are attributed to the lessons learned from my parents growing up, and my teammates and coaches that pushed me to be a better player and a better person on the soccer field. After hearing my story on my ethical framework, what moments shaped yours?